Welcome back, everyone, to Let's Play Rule the Waves 2 as Japan, episode number 41. Wow, 41. I guess we're probably... I'm going to guess this is going to go around 60 episodes, so we're probably to the 2/3 mark. That's exciting. And it's 1932. This is about what we'd expect. I imagine this one will go to 1940s, maybe 1950. I know that there are the missile aspects, but I have yet to play with them at all, so I'm a little bit scared to do those for the first time on camera. I mean, I generally like to present a reasonably polished or somewhat competent view of the playthrough, of the game, and that will not be the case whatsoever if I'm just fumbling around with that for the first time on camera. I know there's been some comments about what to build next. I was happy to receive those. Seems like there's a general majority who would favor cruisers, light cruisers. And I think that, yeah, this is sensible, but the only downside is that I want to make sure we have dual purpose guns that can really, you know what, we do, don't we? Like, this has 10 4-inch guns, and we'll probably just go crazy on the 4-inch guns, or the 3-inch guns. I don't know which one yet, but one of those, probably the 4-inch guns if we can. We'll go crazy on those. It'll be a pretty heavy light cruiser. Oh, I remember before I have done the dual purpose 5-inch guns for my main guns, but it actually had less AA for whatever reason than the 6-inch guns I did. I think it was like the Valkyrie as the Germany, whatever previous playthrough. And the Valkyrie, I think it was, had 6-inch guns and then 4-inch dual purpose, and that had more anti-aircraft capability. The long-range one, the dual purpose guns, had more capability than the dual purpose 5-inch guns I made kind of like in Atlanta. Anyway, so trade protection is 42 out of 19, and this is ASW as well. ASW over here on the right, this just refers to your planes. Oh, ships, air. So 86, probably we can get... So it is true that trade protection is working for ASW, but our ships... So somebody was commenting, maybe I should just... Basically, what is the Hotenmaru? Let's look at her. She's only got a... Yeah, she's the minesweeper, so you know what? The very next thing we're going to design is another minesweeper, because they're pretty cheap. I could get a destroyer. We do have the money for a destroyer, too. I mean, they can be... Yeah, this is what I'm looking at, the K-guns. But let me see first. Let me clear all values. Let's go over to the corvettes. Yeah, this can get... Interesting. So this 900-ton corvette, I mean, can get decent... I think we'll leave it at 19. We'll have a little bit of tonnage remaining. I think that this... Yeah, the crew complement goes down by 1. Okay, it's not a big deal, but it's something. We have 5-inch guns on this. I'm surprised we don't have quality 1 guns for any of those, but that's fine. Light AA... No, we can't have mines. I would love it, but you can't have mines on corvettes. I don't know why they tease you, because that would be it's just awesome if you could. We might as well go to like 3-inch dual purpose guns. Can we get 10? Yeah, not quite. Is it 8 or 6? Yeah, it's actually 6. It's 4? Okay, well, if we're gonna get that, we might as well make them 4-inch guns. Okay, whatever. Fire control, we could put fire control on. How much, look at the complement, though. That's not gonna happen. And is the complement, yeah, I think the complement's because of the dual purpose guns. Okay, let's not, let's keep this thing as cheap as possible, lower the maintenance. I think it's fine to do coal firing, basically. I just don't think any of these things matter. Could we put... This is crazy. Could we put a seaplane hangar on this thing? Well, we can, but can we put a... Yeah, that's hilarious. Okay. It can have 2. Strikes me as a bug. But, okay. It's as expensive. Yeah, it's as expensive as, I mean, compliment-wise, as getting the, how was it? Yeah, so this goes to 87. This goes to 84. It's basically as expensive compliment-wise as getting dual-purpose guns. Is scouting more valuable? I think so. I mean, getting free scouting from every Corvette in the area, that seems kind of nice. And I don't think the dual-purpose guns are going to play as... Yeah, they certainly won't play as much of a role. So this is what we're going to go with. It's kind of a bizarre thing. These Corvettes, in my opinion, are not big enough to have float planes, but this is kind of... I mean, they're dedicated float plane... No, they're not dedicated because they're supposed to be first priority for ASW. And I think their ASW will be pretty good. I think, as far as I know, tonnage-wise, things cap out at 900. So, I think it actually... Wait, does the ASW cap out at? I don't remember exactly. Okay, I think it's good enough. We have, wow, 214. What about reliability? Might as well, I guess. We actually have enough to make these long range? No. Not that we really need it anyway, so we'll just do this. Sure, unit machinery. Oh yeah, we can do our usual tricks. This does increase the cost significantly to add armor, but it makes them a little bit better as well. It doesn't increase the complement, so I'm hoping that this does not actually increase the maintenance cost. This should be a pretty cheap ship to build anyway. Inclined bell. I mean, none of this matters. Okay, let's leave it as is. It's a fair bit more expensive. This thing's actually a little bit tanky. Funny to say. You might actually be able to take on a destroyer in a one-on-one fight. Conning tower. I think we get. Yeah, 2 inches. There it is. The crazy little aircraft here. I mean, a crazy little Corvette here. I like it. And then we'll just spam a lot of those. Those will not have... Please tell me I didn't put minesweeping on. I'm pretty sure I did not. The only question is, was it already checked? Which it may have been. I mean, we'll see. I mean, we get a chance to look at it when it comes up in another month. So we'll hit next, and there it is. Battle and support land combat. We'll accept. They decline. It's fantastic. The enemy gains 100 victory points. This is why not supporting the army doesn't really matter too much. The victory points don't really mean anything. This is a naval game, right? So, there's some... I think there's a lot of sense in that. Counterintelligence. Well, I mean, hey, what are they going to do? Go back to war with us in the same war that they already left? I don't think so. Okay, here's the pain, okay. So even unrestricted, we're not doing too much. 6 merchant ships sunk. It might be putting pressure on the French, though. Let's go to rework the design and see. Yeah, no minesweeping gear, which we could totally afford, but this thing is specifically built for anti-submarine warfare, so we'll go ahead and start building her. So she is actually 12 months build time, too. It's funny. Total cost is 50% more. The Hoden Marus are pretty cost effective. Only 11 maintenance. That's actually great. For getting a scout plane, only increasing... I'm very happy. We'll get 12 of those. Barely dents our budget. We might as well just get some ASW, some real ASW out there. Get 22 of them total. Oh, that's right, Colonial. I had plenty of space for the Colonial. Yeah, well, if I could rewind time a mere 1 minute, we'd be okay, but that's not how the laws of physics work, at least not the way we know. Now, I have had, I think 1 or 2, maybe it might not have been just one person, but at least somebody asked me about the Otago and asking whether she's going to continue in service or not. And I'm still going to say yes. I know that she's relatively old, 15 years old, but You have to think that this, considering the tech progression is slower, so think of this as not being 1932. Think of this as being like 1928 maybe. In a Dreadnought built in 1915 would still be plenty serviceable in 1927, 1928. I mean, it would not be your cutting edge, but well, look at how many British ships were serving still. I mean, you don't want to go back and build new ones unless there's a war coming up. Now, you can't really apply our real world history to this game because wars start all the time, and you're constantly in naval battles. These things, it's not the way it works. I mean, that's not the way it worked in real life. It may have worked out that way, but it didn't. So, nonetheless, I think that besides building this, we'll probably look at a CLAA. What if we just start looking at it right now? I would prefer to have the double guns, but actually it doesn't matter for secondaries. Okay, yeah, so let's, show me what that looks like. Perfect. How many can we get, though? That's the question. Okay, we can still get this many. We're doing okay. We're just going to drop this. Okay, too many. Yes, okay, we got it. Drop down to 22. Okay, we can get 22, actually. Okay, we have cramp competition. I mean, we're probably going to end up being able to get 24 because we're going to need to actually increase the size of this. Ooh, mines! I'm actually extremely happy to see the mines there as well. We'll take the torpedo tubes. We don't want those. Good. There aren't any. Okay, what are we doing here? 2.5, 1.5. That's pretty good. 3.5 and no on that. We'll go to 2. We'll drop this down to 29. We're actually okay now. How are we doing? This thing needs seaplanes. I know that this is just, we're going with the Japanese doctrine here. And let's get a catapult. Aft centerline. Maybe get 2. Seaplane. Okay, I like it all. It's good. How are we doing? We said it's very overweight. Director for secondaries not developed. That's completely okay. We don't need that anyway. These are only really for... Okay, so we can't do that. So we have to limit to 22. But maybe if we just go up, we can do 24. Let's put it at 8,000 and see what we can do. Okay, everything's okay. We can do 8,000. I mean, we can do 24 guns with 8,000. I probably will end up taking or increasing something here. Let's add another catapult so that these can both launch at the same time. Can you do this? It's cool. I mean, it's like launching right over the gun. Just don't have it launch while the gun's active. This is good. We can launch both of them right away. Heck, we can almost get a third one, which I may want to do. Maybe not. I honestly don't think we need that second catapult. Just let them launch one at a time. Or if we get a second one, we should just go crazy and make this 4. Have this, have 4. So everything's okay right now. This is scary because when I get the everything's okay, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm almost on the verge of building this. Let's tick all the boxes. So this is a good thing for inclined belt. Then we need to bring this up to 4 and this up to 2. Just missed it, but that's okay. We'll get there. I'm pretty sure we're going to get there. We'll find a way. No. No, this is not... Does that make you happy? Okay, so what is the limit? Okay, 3. Apparently 3 inches. Well, we don't have to do magazine box, which is going to... Yeah. Back down to 1.5. We don't need magazine box. Yeah, 2.5. Okay, so we're back to normal. We really don't. We do not need. And I can probably, if we're going inclined belt, I can probably go to 2. We don't need to, though. Or, in fact, what we'll do is we'll just increase the ammunition. There, to 160. Look at that. We're done. This is looking great. This is really actually looking great. 30 mines. Okay, wait. Heck, we can get more mines. Perfect. Oh, it's perfect. I'm really, really happy with this. 40 mines. Okay, so it has 3 triple guns. So it's 9 6-inch guns for broadside. That's fantastic. It has 24 that's going to be tons of anti-aircraft. This is our CLAA for sure. Now note, unless it gets specifically the slower than expected in design or in the sea trials, she will match the speed of our fastest carrier, which will be, I'm sure, the fastest carrier that we ever make. I don't think I'll ever try to make anything faster than 28, so there's no way we'll get something faster than 29, which is what happened on the last one. We did a 28 and it got lucky. It got the 29 with this faster than expected. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh, I don't know why I couldn't remember what my mute button was and I had to sneeze, but yeah, we made it. Okay, so after all this, I almost really want to add minesweeping gear. I just hate mines being around there, and why not? It's 100 tons though, so that's why not, I guess. Everything looks good, man. This just looks like a great ship. I mean, when you're down to 1 ton, it's like perfect, right? So it's usually the time where you just sign off. I wouldn't mind a little bit more ammunition, but because this ammunition will also play into how much secondary guns you have as secondary ammunition. I could also honestly stand for a few more torpedoes. I'm going to go back with the triples. I mean, well, should we do triples? Yeah, I think we'll do triples. Let's do them a little bit further up the ship. I don't know why I like that. It seems really good to me. Okay, well, I guess we save and go. Oh, name. We do have a couple of names left. Yeah, I'll just leave it as is, Senator Yari. Okay, design that. Go ahead. Oh, good. We've taken this. But the things are going great. The new fighter is operational. Is that what I saw? Design a dive bomber. Okay, let's request a dive bomber. Range bomb load, I guess. Or should it be bomb load and range? I think the range is going to be fantastic no matter what. So I might go bomb load and speed. You might think I'm crazy, but that will make it a really good aircraft. If it can get there quickly, speed also helps with defense. And then if it can carry a lot of bombs there. Because I keep going with range for my torpedo bombers, and I suspect that, I mean, dive bombers carrying a lot less of a load. I mean, I'm trying to get them to carry a heavier load, but they should just, in my opinion, have a longer range by default. Okay. So these are just fantastic right now. We have a lot of money left over because, holy cow, there are no French, there's no French holdings left in Southeast Asia. We've done it. This is insane. Oh my gosh. What a successful career Tortogo has had so far. Like, look at that. Okay, I mean, I guess if I compare it to what was historical, it's the same. Minus some things even. Well, I guess they got Shanghai. They had North Korea. Eventually, well, we haven't gone to war with Great Britain yet, which will be our World War II type event. But yeah, geez, France is no longer a real threat to us. In fact, if we want to do anything, I don't even think we have the invasion range. Yeah, we do not. So if we had the invasion range, we could go after Nomea or Polynesia or New Caledonia. But we don't. And we can probably, I don't think these are worth that many points. Okay, value 5. I stand corrected. This is 1 though. Yeah. So we could take Polynesia if we wanted. And I think I do want to take Polynesia. Okay, but if it comes down to just taking one thing or taking complete war reparations, we're probably better off doing the war reparations. Just because I have this unknown feeling about how points are dealt with for victory conditions. Like, if you win and you don't take any points, does it give you more of a bonus? Then, I'm pretty sure the points you don't take in territories will just be added. Like, just whatever points it is will be multiplied by some number, and that'll be added to your budget. In which case, it doesn't matter if you take, territories, no territories, all territories, and it doesn't matter. It shouldn't have any effect on the scaling for 1 point for the war reparations. And you know what? Having the fleet, having all this under control, we probably can start dismantling some of our air bases. I guess until Hong Kong is taken, we need air bases up here. And there's always going to be enemy coastal raids. That's something I should also consider. Well, it's crazy. I don't know. I mean, just wait for the design to come back. Yeah, I'll just decline these now. Who cares? No, we'll go do that manually. Okay, let's rework the design. She's still beautiful. Yeah, I guess there's nothing. Oh, AA directors. Boy. Okay, I'll probably drop the mines to get the AA directors. So they're only going to have mines for a short amount of time. Just curious, how much would this save me? Not a lot. Really don't... It could be an AA director to do that, though. I do want to make the best ship. Okay, let's do it. I'm going to drop the conning tower down to 2, which just means that... Look, I don't think it's such a rare thing for the conning tower to be hit. This 18 can be used for AA directors. I mean, in the meantime, it can be used for mines, which will make me happy. Or actually, we'll kick this back up to 160 and drop this down to 49. That's fine as well. We'll save that. Yep. Take your time, do another month. We have money to build the design, the docks up again. Yeah, I was really hoping actually it would end there, but it didn't. So let's go to the build screen now. I think we're ready to build her. And give me, yikes. Well, she's a bit expensive, isn't she? We'll get 3 of them for now. Next thing, I mean, we have 6 cruisers under development right now, or under construction. The next thing for sure is a destroyer of all things. I know that we have a lot of destroyers. In fact, probably a good time for us to just take a look at what other people have. We have the same number of battleships as Germany. Of course, they have 10 battle cruisers, which we have 0 of. Yeah, I mean, I guess we need a little bit of everything. But no, we're moving towards the carrier route. We did not end up building that new carrier. Ah. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Well, that's something, isn't it? This is going to be kind of a mess until we get... I kind of hope we don't end the war right away. Maybe I'm even happy we're losing some submarines. Let's put intel effort up to high on these 2 because we still want to make sure that we're getting technology if it's coming around. Okay, there it is. Concessions and minor territories. Oh wow, we didn't even get war reparations. Okay, double gun mounts on DDs now exists. Aircraft carrying airships. Okay, we have the parasite fighters now. Those are pretty useful. Lower risk of landing accidents. That's good. Okay, fair enough. 11,000. Could be worse. Could be a whole lot better. What is the foreign station requirement at this point? 24,000. Okay, so first of all, let's get all of our ships back. can I just do it? I probably should just do it this way. I know that we're going to want some ships to stay there, but it's probably not going to be any of the carriers or any of the capital ships at all. So everyone who's not there, you're going to move to Northeast Asia. That's good. And we're going to do a whole lot of mothballing and stuff. In fact, the Otago itself is actually going to be mothballed because she is a reserve ship. She's not the highest quality. A lot of the other ones are going to go, well, I mean, I think everything else is going to go to reserve, including 2 of the Daigojis, which are already there. And you, and you, and you. You. Oh yeah, we have to do this to the... We'll have to do this to the air bases as well. Let's just get all these guys to go to reserve. We're still not in a good way yet, but let's go to air groups. Put all of them on reserve. What? Oh, okay. Well, everyone who can went to reserves, I hope. Saint-Jacques, where are you? I don't remember where you are. Cochin, China. Oh, so that's the one we just nabbed. Do we already have one in Camaran Bay? No. We have one in Takao, that's Taiwan area. And Pontianak, which is the Dutch East Indies. Well, I guess it makes sense to have one other base. So let's actually expand that one, believe it or not. So we'll have one here. That's actually nice. One there, and one here. Perfect. That's actually perfect. I really like that. Yeah, but I don't like what I'm seeing here. Let's see. How are we doing on ships under construction? 8 more months, which we'll definitely make. Okay, so we're going to be okay. Because we actually... We accrued enough of a backlog of money, otherwise known as funds or treasury, I guess. The coffers are, we're Scrooge McDuck. We're swimming in our money. Maybe pouring out very quickly, but we have enough of it in reserve that we should be okay. And again, once we get all these ships back, it should be a lot easier. I mean, we should have a lot less maintenance fees because we'll put them all to reserve. And where do we want our Hotemarus? Because I kind of do want to disperse them. Let's probably we just put 2 down to South Pacific. And let's see how that works. And let's put maybe 6 to Southeast Asia. And that leaves us with 11 in Northeast Asia. Very good. We'll put these to mothball. It's not going to save us a lot. Like maybe 20. I didn't see the exact amount, but it was not a lot. Now, the 900 tons can stay in the South Pacific. True or false? I don't know. Because we have these other... You guys are 8, and you are 8 as well. No, you're 20. Okay, yeah, get you out of there then. Just move you back. Well, we'll wait until the other ones. We'll wait 1 turn before we move them. Probably going to be the same story with... I mean, I guess we can leave these destroyers here, but everyone else, the size, you guys should come back home. We do need new destroyers. Well, I mean, I think we need something of everything. And that's one thing I forgot to actually check, is to continue to go down in the almanac. Okay, so light carriers are becoming more popular. We're still the only... Well, the USA has carriers. The ultimate enemy. They have a 3rd one. They're actually going to outnumber us in carriers. In carrier tonnage as well. So they're good carriers. Yeah, light cruisers, you can't really convince me to build more than this because it's just not in the meta. It's not in the game's flow. And honestly, destroyers we're looking pretty good too. I hate that, but it's just the truth. You look at this and gosh, we're compared to our budget, we're doing about right. I mean, look at Russia with 11 destroyers. What the hell is Russia doing? Do they have 315 aircraft and 84 submarines? My goodness. Well, 315 is not a number. That's not a big number because it's more like 500 for the big people. 600 for Italy, but that makes sense. The Mediterranean's, yeah. And they have 103 submarines as well. Really disappointed that we didn't get war reparations from the French, but it could have helped. It hurts. Anyway, Tsukushinos, these guys will probably get mothballed again. They're like one step from the grave. They are, just to remind you, legacy fleet. Still around in 1932, and as we've seen, they still more or less hold their own. They're not fast, but it just shows you that the original light cruiser designs, they really, as long as you don't care about the lack of speed, they really hold their own. And kind of the way I design my ships to not be that fast, because it doesn't really impact you that much in World Waves. Like, in real life, you'd worry about ships being fast because you'd want them to have endurance. Actually, no, they'd mostly cruise. They'd mostly go around at cruise speed anyway, but I just feel like when you have to, like, really get somewhere quickly, you want a ship which can do that. And I just don't care about making my ships. Same as the American ships. 21 to 23 knots, I think, was the design for the standards. Anyway, anything more? Just getting all the destroyers, I think. Well, all these guys. The Ayanamis are the newest, so let's mothball you. You guys will go to reserve. You're like the one special ones who get the special treatment. And everyone else is going to be mothballed, which is, it sucks because this one's actually a pretty good ship, but she's also really old, so yeah, Southeast Asia. Okay, I think we're doing okay. We're missing some ships. We'll look at this more next turn, which will be very quick since we're not at war anymore. So okay, I'm seeing this drop down to -6. We're not going to have an issue. I will build, probably for the last time, by the way, 60,000, about the limit of a ship I really think we'd be able to design or build, or, I mean, afford is really what I want to say, but there's no real sense to building the super behemoth, the Yamatos. You can do it, but we already know where the way of the future is going. The path is set on aircraft, which unfortunately, as we already saw, I mean, we have the benefit of hindsight that, oh, I'm still on 1.20. I keep forgetting to get the update, 1.21. But yeah, we all know that surface actions are just going to be becoming less important. And I think that they stick around in this game a fair amount. So you can still get some use out of them, but we do have some really good battleships that can help us there. So the next ones for us are probably going to be similar to the Daigoji. If they're really expensive, if they end up being, you know, this getting close to this tonnage, it's probably because I'm trying to make them fast. And submarine-wise, let's take a look. We do have, I mean, it's funny how we have some stragglers still with these extremely low numbers. I think we'll can the ones with extremely low reliability. Maybe anything in the 40s. So this whole group would be canned. That's 14 of them. I think it's worth it. Let's scrap them. They're basically like pre-World War I submarines. It's also going to save us a little bit of a monthly balance, and we can start building them back when our monthly balance gets under control. Because I think I do want, I mean, I do want more than, how many? 25 submarines? Or maybe I don't. Maybe I just stop playing the submarine spam game and we start focusing more on carriers. So yeah, well, let's see what the future holds. Holy cow. My goodness. Oh, lordy. What the hell? We must have hit the next tier in... Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's better in every single way, and it's really, really good. Okay, foreign station, 750. Let's figure this out. Okay, good. Southeast Asia. Yeah, you're actually doing great. We only have 3,000 for our tonnage requirements in the South Pacific. I'll have to look at that. We're short 750, which means pretty simple. We just get that one guy who was mothballed, and we move him into Southeast Asia. And that should cover it. So the Asamamarus are all in Southeast Asia now. Well, 2 in, but yeah, we're actually 2 over. So these guys can come home. Oh wait, no. Let's get the destroyers out of there first. Alright, now let's see how we're doing with these. Reserve fleet, yeah, we're going to be completely okay on budget. You are reserve. And you guys are reserve as well. Yeah, light cruiser, okay, no, we already have new ones coming in. I was about to say, yeah, we need more than this, but you know what? We don't. Well, maybe, I think we do need more than 3. Because I want these to be escorting my carriers. So, in theory, I want 2 for every carrier I have. That's not going to work out. Man, I might actually have to scrap these old ones because they do a really good job still against destroyers, even against other cruisers. But now that's not the... I mean, everything should be moving towards carriers. And you know what? I honestly do want another carrier ready by the time we go to war again. Which means I'm going to have to spend money on a new carrier. So let's put everything else on hold for now. Wait to accrue enough money, and then I think we go with a new carrier. Okay, you're to reserve as well. Let's go to air groups, make sure these guys are all on reserve. Looks like they are. Good. And now, I mean, destroyer, let's see. In this order, I think what we want is carrier and then destroyer. Because we did get a lot of those corvettes, which are going to take the place of... Grumble. I'll put one of these guys on foreign station. No. New dive bomber prototypes. Okay, so was I correct? No, not. I mean, the ranges I'm seeing here are not extraordinary. That top one is fast though, and it has pretty good range. Low firepower, low toughness, reasonable maneuverability. They all are sitting on 800 pounds. Well, the speed and the range combination, I think that those two factors go to the top one. If I knew reliability, I might change my mind. Toughness, I think that we're going to rely on their speed to get away and just hope that that is enough. So let's pick the top one. And that means we can go back and actually ask for a new... So let's take a look here. What are we doing? We only have 1 fighter. We have 2 flying boats right now, and I think this one is just insanely better, so we will obsolete that one. Now we only have 1 of every aircraft type. So what do we need most? My God, we're still using a floatplane Scout from 1922. It's 10 years old. If you can't get me a better... I will demand seppuku if they do not give me a better floatplane Scout. Damn it, anyhow. Range, speed, make it happen. Go. I really should just put range and range, because the only thing I really care about is range, but... Okay, make me happy. Please make me happy. Otherwise I would be very upset. Heads will roll, or... entrails. Entrails will flow out of the midsection. It's just so graphic. I just can't believe people actually would do that. Ugh. Okay, yeah, we are way overstocked, so we will move these back just to save some money. Okay. Can probably even move some of our some of these back, but let's no. Southeast Asia is wait. What am I doing? What am I doing? Why did I do this? Okay, the Agakazis are probably fine, but we actually have to make up the tonnage that we deplete in this, and we can do that. Samaru's. Okay, Hotmaru's. We'll put a comparable number. How many is this? I think it's only these which were there and I'm using. So this is 6,000 tons. I need 6,000 tons versus Hotmaru's. 6,000 tons, which should be 10 of them, but they they don't need that many. So I'll put 9, just because I'm not sure. Okay, let's go with 8. 8 times 900. I'm guessing this is more than enough. I think they're worth 800 each. So this would be 6,400. Yeah, that should work. We'll see. So these will be, yeah, it's only a maintenance of 8. That's completely okay. Well, I guess it'll be 10 on foreign stations, but 10 versus whatever these are, 30. Yeah, we'll take it. Okay, good. Hooray! Government allocates more money, more funding to the Navy. Oh boy. Why the Germans have a faster torpedo bomber than us is beyond me. Come on. Come on, team. Let's do this. Funds are actually really starting to look okay. I think that means we need to start designing the next one. Although we haven't really run into any technology. I mean, I gotta go back and look at the research. I have no idea what our priorities are right now. Too bad I didn't just save that last carrier. Okay, are we allowed to have dual-purpose secondary gun? Or, yeah, that's what I thought. So we'll clear all the turrets. We'll use starboard forward wing and starboard wing. Single 5-inch guns. It does look bizarre. But I am trying to cheese things here, so. Okay, dual purpose. As many as I can get. Okay, good. The only reason why this isn't allowed because the light AA was too many. So we'll drop that down just for a little bit. We're looking good here. We're already looking good. I have no idea what this number is. It'll be increased. 99, that's our goal. 2, line belt, 2, 2, and I don't know if these turrets blow up or not. How much money will it, I mean, how much tonnage will it save? We'll take a look at these again at the very end. Whoops. Not that, there we go. Probably going to stick with 27. That means that these can be paired with the other carriers without... I'm sorry, Satori, by the way. This won't be a Satori. I'll try to remember to put your name onto on the next one, but this won't be a Satori class. The class is reserved, I should say. Just want to make sure this isn't the other class. Yeah, Tsunami. And then we have the... Kaiguryu. Whatever that is. Okay, too many secondary guns for ship type. What is the limit for them? Okay, we can only get 16. I think a 10% reduction of rate of fire, it basically takes us down from 24 to 21 effectively. It might be worth it still, rather than dropping down to 16 to not get that penalty. I don't know, we probably only need one gun, just one gun forward. Okay, good. So it's still all about trying to figure out how to get this thing to... Oh, well, let me tell you, I think I found the problem. Let's expect a 30... Wow, we can get this for... Oh, yeah, that's right, the previous one was 29.5. Let's see if we can sneak this one under on 29. It's not like it's extremely important, but I don't think we have... Don't think we have... Yeah, flight deck catapults. Let's clear those. Okay. So... everything is looking good. Except for the tonnage, but we'll get back to that. Oh, yeah. So do we care? Is this going to make a big difference? So let me just track minus 29, minus 29, minus 29. It saves us 21 tons not to have a turret armored. I'd rather just armor it. I mean, it's 20. It's like it's not a whole lot. Although, if we don't armor it, is it possible to get... No, I don't want to do this because this will affect the secondary guns as well. In fact, I should be like increasing this a whole lot. I think we'll just end up going, we'll just increase it. Okay, 1 to 29,100. That's fine. We'll take this, take that. Oh my gosh, we're probably going to end up increasing this by a lot because we have a lot of remaining space for light anti-aircraft guns now that we didn't use the secondaries. Okay, there we go. So 36 we can get. This puts us down to 0. In fact, since we can get more. Do we have torpedo protection 3? We do. Okay, well that changes everything. We need that, so get up to 30,000. It's only saving us 275 tons to drop down to 26 knots. I don't think I even need to do that then. We surely want the torpedo defense 3, but I don't think we want to drop that. So we'll just increase this a little bit more. 30,300, some kind of lucky numbers there. And with the extra weight, just keep piling it on up there. Very good. That's perfect. That's a lot of rounds. This thing is not going to run out of anti-air guns. In fact, I really don't think we need that many. But yeah, it doesn't matter anyway. It doesn't matter anyway, since what else you can do with your tonnage? Okay, let's do this so it has 1 ton of weight remaining. They can pack a lot of cigars or something. I don't know. For the pilots, or whatever the German pilots used. Heroin, what was it? No, it was like methamphetamines, I think, right? Okay, let's make sure I'm not missing something obvious, which I might still miss, but this at least decreases the odds of it happening. Really don't need 2 positions now that I think about it. That's actually a pretty nice savings that we don't really have any use for, I guess. This can go here. We can leave it free. We can take back another ton for rounds per gun. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine how best to use this. Get more ammunition? I'm out of realistic suggestions. Can we carry mines? No. 16. I think we're set. We can't get it low enough to get... we can't decrease things enough to get down to 30,200. We're looking good. Okay, so this is still 80 million. I think that's more or less what the last one was going to cost. Is it better? It has Torpedo Defense 3, and I don't know if the last one did. So from that perspective, yes, it is better. It also, I think, has more light anti-aircraft guns. I'm still a little confused. I wonder why. Can we get more than this now? Yeah. Too many secondaries. It only lets me get... Okay, I have like another thing I want to try here. So go down to 2 and do 3-inch guns. Make these the dual purpose. You don't say. Why do you make me do this, computer? Okay. So we did it. It's not pretty. How did this work? How did this happen? What did I do? Oh, right. I just adding extra... Of course. Durr. I was wondering where this extra tonnage came from, but it came from the extra 4-inch guns. But that's what I want, right? I want the dual-purpose guns. And we have no restriction on tertiary guns. You can see how kind of the system is broken, right? We've broken Rule the Waves. And I think that if good old Frederick is watching this, he's going to go back and say, damn you, Tortuga, you messed... That's not the way the game should work. You're violating the spirit of the law. And I am. I have no objections to that complaint. I accept the charges leveled against me. But we can get 24... tertiary, I don't know. It might actually, I'm not going to do this because it might be that I'm showing you can do it, but we're not going to do it because there might be some disadvantage for tertiaries using or being the whatever. If tertiaries are the dual purpose, maybe there's a bad thing about it. There we go. We can almost get actually the 6-inch guns. In fact, if we're willing to go down to 160 rounds per gun, which is still a sizable amount, we can get a 6-inch gun. Why does it matter, Tortuga? Come on. I mean, yes, in theory it's slightly better, but it's honestly not where you should be focusing. Okay, 190. I mean, is it? No, the tonnage. We want the tonnage available. Yeah, we want the tonnage available. In fact, I'm going to go back down to 180 because we want the tonnage available for AA directors when they finally show up. And we'll have to actually drop the light AA guns, but 58 is great. That's a very defensive, that's a good defensive number. Okay, so we're done designing this thing. We spent God knows how long, 52 minutes. Are you kidding me? This is a 52-minute episode. I feel like we didn't do anything. We didn't even fight a battle. So yes, get out of here, and we're going to call this episode to a close. Wow. I guess that shows you that I'm having a lot of fun right now, because time really got away from me. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, because I did. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you back for the next one. Until then, stay safe and take care.